Hello, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much. I really do appreciate you. And if you haven't already, then please do subscribe to my channel. It helps me out massively. And if this video resonates with you, then please do just drop a like or a comment or just a little emoji or something, just so I know that it's working for you. Okay. Thank you so much. Let's get into it, shall we? So, I don't know why I'm holding these because I want to just grab your, actually the runes first of all. So I'm going to just see where your energy is with runes right now. So let's just see, what do we have for you at this time? We have Yera. We have Bacano. And we have Lagos. Now, I feel like Lagos was actually in the reverse position. So I'm not guessing, I'm sensing and feeling an energy of fear. Now, I said guessing there for a reason because it almost feels like you've done a lot of work on yourself. You've moved through a lot of patterns. You've collapsed a lot of patterns. You've really been working on yourself and the version of you that you want to live with, that you want to be around. You've looked into different aspects of yourself. Why do I do this? Why do I do that? And you, as well, I feel like you've been focusing on how you go about things. And that is actually, it's already started. You're already in a new chapter. You're already in a new beginning. You may find perhaps you've got a new circle of friends now. Maybe you're in a new relationship. Maybe you're in a new workplace and you kind of stepped away from energies that were bringing you down. So you're feeling refreshed, I feel, at this time. But there's this sense of guesswork or fear, almost like you don't trust or believe who you are becoming. Perhaps it's because it's so fresh for you. You haven't quite settled into your new skin yet. So it almost feels like you aren't quite sure of yourself, standing in your power. And when we feel like that, sometimes we revert back to addictions and things that kept us lower vibrational. Now, when I say lower vibrational, I don't mean that you aren't good enough or, that you're evil or anything like that. It's more about just lack of life force, or like your life force isn't quite as high vibration as it could be, which means you may not be catching your intuition as well as you probably would like to. So you might be feeling a little bit stuck, but unsure as to why, because you've done so much work on yourself. So we're going to get into that today. We're going to see if we can change things with talking, to allow your energy to bring that flow back again, because this is what it's about. There's a block somewhere, and I feel like it could be around here actually, around your throat chakra. So this is like a truth communication, being able to communicate your truth. And you might have a fear of doing that for sounding ridiculous or sounding like you're being harsh to somebody. But it feels like there is a need to work through something there. So let's get into the cards and see what this could be. So we've got the T cards here. Let's just see what comes out in these first of all. We have tortoise, slowly but surely getting ahead. So some of your fear might be that you aren't going fast enough, that you're going to miss opportunities because you're taking things quite slow. We have bag, something important such as a new job or a raise. So what's going on in the background here, you are going to receive something very soon that could be in terms of money or a new job offer. Or that person that you've always liked coming to talk to you, that kind of thing. And wind chimes, peace and harmony. So Spirit are asking you here just to slow down a little bit, okay? You don't need to run out of the door. This is about you really taking your time, just enjoying where you're at right now and allowing things to unfold. You've done the work. And it's almost like you feel like there should be some kind of sign or a major kind of signpost of what you've done, but it doesn't always work like that. Sometimes it can be quite subtle. Peacock, beware of great pride. So sometimes your pride can be holding you back from actually allowing your vulnerability to show. Now, this could be somebody needing help right now or wanting help with something. And we can go into places where, especially when you've done a lot of work on yourself, you feel like you've elevated, you feel like you are at a different level. Maybe you feel like you're the advisor for other people, but you actually need some help. And this is where the fear is it's about asking for that help without looking like you are lowering yourself in a way to be able to ask for help, okay? I'll give you an example of that. Say, for instance, the work that I do, so healing work, having people that I help their situations with, right? Now, if I have a situation going on in my life or something happening for me, I have to go and seek support from another healer, someone that can help me with that. Now, your ego or your pride can sometimes block you from doing that because you're like, well, I should be able to do it for myself because I'm a healer, okay? But actually, no, you can't always do for yourself. Sometimes you do need somebody to help you to pluck those bits from your subconscious into the conscious mind. So it's perfectly okay to ask for help. It's perfectly okay to get somebody to help you. It's a bit like, say, if you do massage for a living, okay? Yeah, you can massage yourself to a certain degree, but you can't reach certain areas that somebody else could reach. So you go and see somebody else for a massage, okay? And what might put you off is whether you feel that person's better than you, or they're getting on. What if I go there and they're actually really amazing and I feel like I'm worthless? Well, you have to kind of get over that bit, because at the end of the day, everybody has something to bring. People that come to you, they come to you because of you. And people that come to them is because of them, okay? And it's okay to go and see other people for the kind of things that you do. Or if you really need that help in some area, admitting that to yourself is the first part of the hurdle. And then from that point, then you can, you will learn things about yourself, and it actually adds another string to your bow. It makes you even better a person in your environment, in your area. So don't allow that to put you off. So I do sense that is some of where the fear is coming from. We have flute, disappointment in a friend or lover. So I feel this is connected. Somebody may have said something to you in a way, maybe a criticising way, that's made you feel like, or if they've said like, oh, this person's amazing, I've just been to see them and they did this, this and this. And you're like, well, I do that. Why aren't you saying I'm amazing? Candle, you will be shown the way. Now, this is about you, all the work you've done on yourself. You've got to light that light in here, solar plexus, your seat of your power, your confidence. You've got to allow yourself to be lit up by this and understand you are going to be shown the way. You are already being shown the way. And this is a part of the lesson that you need to learn in navigating yourself, being humble, understanding that we don't own the power. The power moves through us. And we should always strive to have a power with in our energy rather than having a power over or under. We should just be with, okay? And that's allowing yourself to open up to other people that can offer you things that maybe you offer. You learn a lot more about yourself. And it's also you kind of being confident enough in yourself and what you do. No one's going to knock you off that perch because you know what you do is good. Weeping willow, family sorrow. So this could be part of what's going on here with you. There may be a major event or something that's happened in your life to do with family that I feel has a little bit of unresolved trauma to it. So this could be where you actually do need to still grieve an area of your life here. It could be a good time right now for you to go and seek some counsel. Now, for some of you, I feel like you are a counsellor yourself, and that's why you're holding back, because I know a lot of counsellors, you have to go through your own counselling before you can become a counsellor. And you may feel like, well, I've done all that work, I've done all of that. But this is what Yera's talking about, okay? And it's a slow energy with Yera. Yera is the energy of how long it can take over a year, whereas Daggaz is more of a quick daily energy. Yera is more about like breaking the illusion over a longer period of time. And there's certain aspects, there's different aspects to that as you move forward, okay? So this is something that's been happening to you, possibly could have been several years ago. I'm feeling between 3 and 5 years ago, something major happened here that you are still needing to work through. So I am being guided to say there does seem to be a need for going to seek some counsel from a professional here for you. See what else we have. Oh, I really don't like shuffling these cards. I tell you what. It's if you've ever watched somebody shuffling these cards really well, please send me a video of it, because I'd love to know how they do it. It's very difficult to shuffle. Right. I actually know a group of ladies that use these often, and they read them really, really well. Torch, spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness and understanding. So we've got torch and candle, okay? You are being lit up. That light is on within you. People do see you. People understand the energy that you have. And in seeing you working on yourself in this way, it's only going to light that flame even more and make it brighter, okay? You are going through a development right now. I do feel spiritually and physically as well, actually. But you're starting to understand more about yourself. You're starting to understand more about the relationships that you're in. You're starting to understand more about your needs. And we have yoke, feeling tied down or frustrated. So you are very frustrated with yourself, because it's almost like you want to bypass this section, but you can't. It's necessary for your growth. It's necessary for you to understand what needs to happen next, isn't it? Isn't it? I almost have to say that at the end. Scales, keep your life in balance. So remember, this is like the Two of Pentacles. You do need to have some flexibility, but don't spread yourself too thinly. You can't be doing everything all at once. You may need to find a balance where you're having some fun and you're doing some work, okay? It's the same with the healing train. You have to get off the train every now and then at certain points. You cannot stay on that train indefinitely. It will start to twist your melon. It will. You get to a point where you've like, I've completed a lot of lessons here. Do you know what? I'm going to take a break. I'm going to go and just be in the world, the mundane world, and do some stuff there. And that's the best thing to do sometimes. And then come back to it again. It will always call you. It will never go away. You are still doing that work. Let's just see if we can get one more card on this situation. And then we'll move on to the tarot. Situations in the balance that require careful handling. So again, with those scales, you know, there is situations going on around you that perhaps just observe, pause and observe for now, before you respond to them. So just go steady with that. Move slowly, okay? Take that time to move slowly, and that's going to bring you back into your flow. Right now, I feel like you're trying to prove something somewhere. You're trying to prove who you are. You don't need to do that, yeah? Your energy, these lights, these flames that are glowing on there, they're proving who you are without you needing to run out the door and tell everybody, okay? You don't need to do that. In doing that, you're creating more fear of you not being who you feel you are, okay? So understand that energy. Let's get into the tarot then. So what advice can we give you in terms of tarot to help you to move forward? What advice can we give you? Yeah, we have the Chariot, but it was in the reverse position. So right now, this is telling you to slow down, seriously slow down. Take some time to really think and feel is what I'm getting. It feels like you're desperate to get somewhere, or trying to get somewhere. Desperate's not the right word. You're hopeful to get somewhere that you feel like you're spinning your wheels on. And there is a need, actually, like I just changed that language there, is a need to change your language on how you speak to yourself, because you're hurrying yourself with your words. And you're also, when someone's asking you something, you're being quite defensive with your answer. Because you sense or feel them doubting you, but they're not actually doubting you. So step back, pause for a moment, yeah? And that's going to allow you that small victory. What else? What other advice do we have for you? On here. Okay, the Ace of Cups. So this relates to Bacano on there. There is a new beginning coming into your life. Now, this could be a new relationship. I do feel that this happens around you releasing a lot of emotion. So it's around you kind of understanding and releasing what needs to be gone from the past. So this is opening up to something. Now, this relationship doesn't have to necessarily be a love connection. It could be a relationship that you have with somebody that's helping you. But it feels very nurturing. You are feeling nurtured right now, or you will be very soon. So your advice is to make sure that you head towards the direction of communicating and forming new connections that bring you joy, that make you feel full up in your cup. Bacano is that energy of like a rebirth, new beginning. So that is coming in for you. So let's get a little bit more on that Ace of Cups energy. What is this new beginning? Wow, the King of Cups next. This is possibly to do with somebody coming into your life that brings a lot of love and support and commitment to you. This is somebody that's emotionally intelligent, a very wise leader. So this feels like a connection with somebody that has the power to lead you forward. Now, this one sometimes comes out around like father figures or somebody in your life that feels like a father figure. Now, if that is a love connection, it might just be that it's a gentleman that's older than you, if that's what you are looking for in relationships. If not, then this could be you. If you are the masculine here, this could be you actually becoming the leader and becoming emotionally intelligent and leading with that. You know, no longer fearing, allowing that energy. And that's what's creating this new beginning for you. It's like you're opening yourself up to deeper connections possibly in love, in relationships. So what else do we have for you? What other advice do we have? We have the King of Pentacles. Okay. Now this is leading you into a place of really feeling quite content. There's something about loyalty here and trust. And this is about you, you know, being abundant and confident through loyalty and trusting yourself. Okay. There is a lot of success here. I feel a lot of success coming out in this. If you handle situations with care, you move through the fear and take things very, very slowly. Okay. You move very, very slowly because there has been conflicts in the past, and it's almost like you get to a point and then there's a defensive energy to it, and that kind of undoes everything. So you're kind of learning about that defensiveness. Actually behind it is this fear of being wrong or being exposed for not being true. But you know that you are true. Okay. And that truth is starting to come out. This is your new beginning. This is what it's showing you. We have the Ace of Swords. I can't believe this. We've got aces and kings coming out here. Wow. This is an epiphany. This is like an aha moment of somebody like realizing and communicating what success you want. So it's like you have the courage now. You have the ability to come forward and say like, I want success with this. This is what I want. And you are clearly communicating that. You've sort of had a realization of like, actually, yeah, I need to be like this. This is who I am. And I'm going to show that that's who I am. Okay. And we have the Two of Cups on the bottom in the reverse position. So this can be about where perhaps there's been a lack of trust in the past. You know, something that you've wanted to attract towards you has been a struggle because there's been a lack of trust I'm feeling from this. So let's get more clarity on that Two of Cups in reverse. Okay, yeah, so it feels like an energy of something that needs to be repaired here, something that needs to be mended. It's like you want to work together with somebody to mend something that perhaps has been broken. And that feels like a trust has been broken here and you want to mend that. You want to make it right. Yeah, we have the Hierophant on here. This is taking wise counsel, basically. Perhaps somebody has given you some information here or something and you're like, okay, I need to take that and apply it, integrate it and work with it. the Hierophant is like a traditional energy. It's somebody that is like a wise leader, wise counsel. And you may have had wise counsel in the past and ignored it. But now you're remembering those words, you're remembering what's been said, and you want to make things right, is what I'm getting from that. You want these things to be right. You know, you're moving through that fear. You know who you want to be, you know who you want to become. I do see a lot of communication coming out in this. So I do see that there is an energy of wanting to talk to somebody here. There's a, like, I don't know if you've been feeling quite restless recently, or maybe typing out messages and then deleting them, or writing a letter and then leaving it to the side. But there's definitely something about a message needs to get across to somebody. So what outcome do we have for you on this? The Knight of Swords now. There's a lot of swords coming out on here, which is all about communication and forward movement. Now, the Knight of Swords is very hasty decisions. Now, remember we said about slowing things down. I don't see you slowing down at all. And maybe through this video, you've decided, like, I know what I need to do now. I actually really do know what I need to do. You're not moving with fear anymore. You're moving with clarity. And this particular knight, you know, is very ambitious. You have made a decision. A decision has been made, and that is what the outcome of this is that you have made a decision now of how to move forward. This is your new beginning. This is your new chapter. It's all there for you. It's all happening for you. We have strength on the bottom. So you're moving forward. You've made a decision with bold courage, curiosity. Let's just get a clarifier for that one. Oh my God, I don't believe it. So we've got 1, 2, how many kings have we got? This is the third king that's coming out on here. You're about ready to take the lead. You are about to take the lead here. This is the King of Wands. This is the most charismatic, confident leader you can have. Okay, now you've nearly got an emperor here because you've almost got all 4 of them coming out. You have been resting. You have been in a period of like contemplation, needing to take a bit of time out. But now, you know, you've got a lot of decisions made here, clarity, moving forward. And this is an energy of somebody that, you know, has new ideas and wants to be successful with it. There's no more doubting. There's no more lack of trust. There's no more lack in any direction. Okay, this is about forward movement right now. Lagos is going to bring you that energy of moving through the fear and creating that flow and abundance again. Okay, this is your new beginning. And that's because of all of the work that you've been doing on yourself on there. So I'm going to leave this reading here for you. If that resonates with you, please do let me know. If you would like to go deeper into this reading, then my details are in the description box to book yourself in for a personalised reading. I also offer 1 or 2 question readings as well, which you will receive in the same day, usually within a few hours. They're £10 per question. And if you just use the link in there, the PayPal link, send the £10 and then email me your question and I will respond as soon as I possibly can. Okay, so I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day and the rest of your weekend, or whatever day it is when you found this video. Blessed be.